Nailing a one-outer. Thinking you river a full house, but it's beat. Brutal poker coolers. These are some of the best poker hands of the week from TCH Live. You'll decide which poker hand is the best of the best. You'll get a vote. Click the link pinned in the comments to decide which hand is best. Is this hand A?
A little bit of a hand here. Ace-8 of clubs, ace-jack, 10-10. Do we have a 3-bet to 800?
That was like an organic thing. Just like,
from Kyle.
I was there that night that he said it.
Tony being more on the conservative side tonight so far in the stream, but does elect to make the call to call to 750, and Paulo comes along with 10-10.
Oh, wow. Top set here from Paulo. Yeah, he's not home. Does have second pair. Yeah, he was definitely just continuation bet here. High percentage of the time here. But as you can see on the percentage here, Paulo has a hammerlock on this hand.
I like that one.
Tony here figuring out what he could beat or what he could catch. Smartly lays it down. Action back here on Paulo. Trying to see how he can maximize the most value from Kyle here.
Looks like he's going to decide the fast play here. He's going to get all of Kyle's bluffs to fold. I'm kind of tempted just to call against a player like Kyle, having the 10 of diamonds and top set. Such a hammerlock on his hand and 3-bet pot.
Absolutely. I think, a lot of times Kyle has a lot of continuation bets in his range here, and by raising, you're kind of, giving away your hand. But Kyle makes the call.
And he's going to get massive value here from second pair.
Oh,
no.
My goodness.
Oh, no.
What a turn.
That might be it for Kyle. Wow. I mean, what other turn card are you looking for?
Yeah.
Like, I almost don't want to hit an ace, right? Because he could have, like, ace-10 occasionally, or, like, that's the, golly.
All in and a call. Snap call by Kyle.
Oh.
And
Wow.
the river full house. It was all going in on the river.
You still win?
Wow. I mean, he would have rivered a boat anyways.
Our next hand might just be the best of the best. Hand B.
So we're on to hand number 17 for the evening, and Optimize is going to open it up to 60 over what I imagine is a $20 straddle. Prestige is going to go ahead and call with the pocket sevens, looking for the opportunity to hit that third seven and find the magical set. Chris with a nice looking 10-9 suited on the button. Considering positional advantage, I think this is a hand that you can mix into your 3-betting strategy to take control of the hand. I mentioned earlier the value and opportunity that aggressive play presents, and we can see here that I think Aaron has some bad intentions in mind as he reached for a couple of black chips and alongside a couple of green as he bumps it up here to 325, putting a lot of pressure on his opponents and the potential middling hands and their interest so far in not bumping it up. Prestige is not a man that's afraid to play, as we've seen so far tonight, though, as he's going to continue along with his sevens for 325, looking for a low flop that he's comfortable getting his stack in there. Let's see if that he can find it. Ace 5-4, just what Aaron wanted to see. His opponent has less than a pot-sized bet here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him bet super small, which he does, to the tune of 175. And when his opponent just rips it in there, Aaron's going to obviously snap call as he's found top pair on this board. And Prestige is going to be in bad shape as he seeks for a 6 to be open-ended or a 7 to find that set. Queen on the turn. We're going to be running it twice, it looks like. Oh, he finds a 7 on the river, so Prestige is going to avoid getting stacked in this specific hand.
Just give me another 7 on the board.
But we are going to run it twice, as I mentioned. He's asking for his one last 7. He does find a 6 to become open-ended, so we've got a few more outs, and he finds a 3. We run it twice, and Prestige Gets the double up through Aaron. What a nightmare.
Have you ever been in this spot before? If so, comment below. This is hand C.
So we're back to the action here. Kevin has found himself another middling pocket pair. This one, the 8s variety. He's going to open up to 35 plus 2, but Prestige is going to look down at the magical black aces. He's going to raise it up to a really small size of 75. Easy call for Kevin here as he looks to hit a set and hopefully play a big pot. And we'll head to the flop. Both players are going to flop an overpair on this 3-5-2 board. Kevin's going to check it over to Prestige, who will continue. For a bit of a large sizing, looks around 2/3 pot, 125. I expect to see Kevin call here and evaluate turns. A lot of players elect to raise in this position, and I think that's a pretty significant mistake because really what hands are you targeting for your opponent to continue with that beat you? Essentially, they're going to fold out the hands that you're ahead of and call the ones that are beating you. Just because you flop an overpair on a board doesn't necessarily mean you have the best hand. Prestige going to continue for a sizing of $300 this time, telling the story that he has a strong hand, which we can obviously see he does, but there's a number of holdings here that he could be doing this as well. Ace highs, any diamond combinations, and we'll see that Kevin has not fully bought into the story that he does have the premium that he does. And Kevin is going to find the Miracle 8 on the river. If I'm in Kevin's shoes here, I am going for the absolute maximum and punishing my opponent if they do in fact overpairs, because they're likely going to shut down if I check it over to them. If they don't, you can see Kevin reaching for black chips. I expect something in the 825 region here. 525, so really just targeting a call from his opponent. And you can see right away that we're going to get that call, and Kevin's going to show his full house. I really think that Kevin could have gone even larger there. You can see his disappointment when he just saw his opponent's hand, that he likely was not going to be folding.
Our next hand gets a little spicy. Check out hand D.
Tim with a couple of aces.
First bird sighting all night. Oh, no.
Oh, we were just talking about it.
Oh, no. If it rains, it pours, huh?
Calls it off. We run it once, and I think the flush on the river. And the thing, like, I may as well have like
not Kyle Z's night tonight.
8 or 9 1Ks.
Like the way that people like respond to me after that.
Probably see it around 21 or 2K.
Sure.
2100 or 2,000.
Like, man,
19.
Even smaller, yeah, even smaller, which I'm a big fan of. You're in position. You're really just trying to get more money into the pot here, have a betting lead.
Max value pre, right? Max value pre.
Anything larger can scare off a lot of hands that you're just completely crushing. Let's see, if he makes the call, he only has... Oh no, he has a pretty decent stack of pots.
I think he's still got like 8K behind in blue chips.
Yeah, so plenty to play for here. He's going to make the call. See what the flop brings here. Oh, no. Oh, no. That
Tim with the ace of diamonds as well.
Yeah, that might be lights out for Kyle Z. Obviously, Tim with the nut advantage here can have all the aces and kings. But also can have some ace-king as well.
It's got to be going through his head too, though. He's 4-bet pre. Like kings and aces could be an option, but it's always hard to imagine that when you have queens in your hand. There it goes. It's all in, and Tim makes the call.
Yeah.
Picking good spots.
He knows he's behind now. Chop outs.
Ooh.
Yeah, another 20K pot here, and this time it's headed towards Tim. Tim having a great night. Paul having a great night.
This is our final hand. This is hand E.
Grizz, 2 kings.
Jacks, J-Rock.
But if you forget the have to pay the dealer $25.
No, if we're heads up and you raise, you have to show one.
Queens
Oh,
for UFC.
what is
Let's
going on?
go. K's versus Q's versus J's.
What an action pre-flop here.
Let's
And Grizz just slipped in.
Just limp, severely under-repping his hand. OFC, auto 3-bet, large 3-bet.
Every hand, you must show one card.
Going
if
back
you
to
won the
Grizz,
pot.
and this is money
If you
for
pay it,
him.
you pay the card.
I like the real meta play of purposely forgetting
Yeah, you're gonna
because you don't want to show the hand.
Yeah, it's like worth it. I'd rather pay $25.
And it's funny, like players like J-Rock and Carlos are like, oh yeah, I'll happily give him 25 bucks. It's like,
25. So,
oh, and Grizz just calls. What is going
This is
on?
interesting. Now J-Rock with 2 jacks facing a 3-bet from one of the most aggressive players on the table might feel compelled to 4-bet, which would just really be a great result for Grizz.
Oh my goodness. I mean, now J-Rock getting priced in to call here.
At least, yeah. And he does call. Oh, baby.
That's 700. That's 8. And 75. There we go. There we are.
27 to power here. Kings, queens, and jacks.
Big one coming.
Oh wow!
And
And the
comes a
worst
jack.
hand flops.
J-Rock flops a set with the scare card on board. So this will be an interesting line for everyone. Like, this board is just so weird now for the guys that have kings and queens.
J-Rock with the pocket. J-Rock's flopping a J-Rock. I don't blame him for not trying to put some money in. You flop a set, it's what you want. You gotta try to build a pot.
Multi-way in a 3-bet pot. It's like, all right,
Someone
I'm
has to
getting
have an ace.
paid by ace-king. Yeah.
Someone could have 8s even. You know?
Yeah.
It's not. It wouldn't be unheard of for someone to have 8s here.
And very value-y bet from J-Rock, and it's getting the result he wants.
Grizz now just happy that he slow played it.
Yeah, Grizz might just be able to fold, which is annoying, but also basically losing the minimum. And he does fold Grizz, losing the minimum kings. Wow. King! Oh, that hurts. King of diamonds on turn after Grizz makes a very wise fold on flop. Oh, that, you feel. That is, yeah, Puke City. 4,400, J-Rock basically with pot size bet. We shall see. 1,200. Quarter pot. Might just be too cheap for OFC, where he's like, well.
Yeah, he's getting a great price.
Drawing to the nuts still. 6 of diamonds, J-Rock. 7,000 in the middle. Got half of a pot size bet now. Is it all?
Oh no.
Oh man, that was like the 2003 moneymaker. Oh, I'm sorry guys. Which hand is your favorite? Vote for the best of the best right now. Click the link below. Thanks for checking out the best of the best from TCH Live. I'm Ben Kirby.